Alright, so the plan today is to create tunnels. And tunnels is going to be going from inside this building right here. We're going to cut a hole right here on the ground. And it will go all the way. Is it here? No. It's going to go all the way here. So from here to here, that's where the tunnel is going to be. First thing you need to understand about tunnels when you create them is the danger of drowning the player. As you can as you can see in here, the water quads and right here. So the hole we're gonna be creating and the tunnel is gonna have a little bit of water in it, but it's gonna be short enough so it's not gonna drown the player if they have to swim that short distance. So you have to consider that if you plan on creating a tunnel in different part of the city. A few other things that you have to consider are interiors. Rockstar put interiors under the ground, and unless you get close to them, most likely not gonna see them. One way to see them is to enable audio, and with that in mind, you can pretty much tell where the interiors are. So when you create a tunnel, you cannot create tunnel that will go through an interior, because that will pretty much fuck up whatever other maps you have in there, and that will interfere with the. So be aware of that. So there is a lot of them. This is the bunker. So yeah, that's it's very important that you keep that in mind and not just create tunnel from one point to the other without considering water and other interiors that are underground. That being said, let's make a list with all the meshes that we need to modify so we can create the tunnels. First, let's export the drawables. Make a list with the drawables that we're going to be modifying. First one, you have the select tool and move right here. So this is the first one. Is going to be ch3. Make a text file. Drawables. It looks like we're not gonna have to cut into this wall right here, only on the ground. So that's good. We have less work. And go to where the building is. Right here. Select your stuff. Here's the second one. And we need the ground. Those are decals. More decals. And this may be it. So yeah, this is the ground for that. Next, we're gonna have collisions. Select from entity, switch to collisions. There's the collision for the door, for the building. Looks like those are the same file. The ground and the building use the same YBN, use the same file. Okay, good. Collisions for the ground. I got the name. So we have 5 files in here. 2 for the collisions and 3 for the drawables. Let's export them one by one on the RPF Explorer. And double check that's what you want right here. That's where we're gonna have to cut the hole right here. Export. And export on the I made 2 folders, right? One is for the drawables, one is for the collision. That will make it easier for me to import what I want in Blender. So collisions, export to XML. Second one. Export to XML. We have 2 files. Let's do the drawables. Export to XML, select drawable, then double click the file, materials, save all textures, on both options. 4th file, export to XML in the same folder, drawables. Double click on it, materials, save all textures. And the last one. Right click, export to XML. Boom. We now have 3 XMLs for the drawables and 2 for the collisions. Collisions do not have textures, they only have materials. Alright, we're done with that. I think I want to keep this under 10 minutes, but shorter video, it's a bit shorter, it's a bit easier to follow them long ones. So see you on the next one. We will be importing the meshes in Blender and cut the holes for the player to go through those and navigate from one side to the other. See you shortly.